Welcome to Inside Sim Racing and a special report from the Toronto Indycar race back in July, where 4 SimXperience Stage 5 simulators were on display. I'm Darren Ganji, and from July 14th through the 17th of this year, I had the pleasure of joining the SimXperience team in Toronto, Canada, for the IndyCar event in the Honda Experience tent. This is the 4th year now that SimXperience has been there for Honda to support a great cause, the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The mission of Make-A-Wish is to grant the wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions to enrich the human experience with hope, strength, and joy. They grant medical wishes to children in need and are the largest wish-granting organization in the world, making dreams and wishes come true for more than 350,000 children since 1980. SimXperience brings 4 Stage 5 simulators to the race, and Honda takes donations of $2 per ride or race, generating tens of thousands of dollars for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Each year, the simulators are set up to run a version of the Toronto track in rFactor 2 that has been converted from the rFactor 1 version created by IDT Simulations. This year, they ran the Formula Renault 3.5 since the DW12 IndyCar was a little much for the general public to try and get around one of the toughest street circuits in the world. Most in-game assists were enabled since more than 90% of the people trying to drive it have never set foot in a simulator, and trying to drive this track is hard enough for us veteran sim racers. We had it set up to run a 3-lap race where all 4 sims were linked together with a large TV screen showing the action. On Friday morning, we even had Canadian IndyCar star James Hinchcliffe turn some laps and set a lap time for the wannabe race car drivers to beat, and it was a 103.519. James is a big-time supporter of Make-A-Wish, and we caught up with him briefly after his drive in the Stage 5.
As you probably know, I was out for a while last year, and getting back into the simulator and racing simulation helped me stay sharp and get ready to get back on track. So why don't you come down here and make a nice donation to Make-A-Wish and try your hand at the simulator.
From Friday morning starting at 8 a.m., every day we had all Stage 5s running non-stop until 6 p.m. Hours after the IndyCar race ended on Sunday, we even had people trying to race in the simulators. There was even a few hot shoes that came back multiple times, sometimes waiting in line for more than an hour to try and better their times. We estimated that more than 1,000 people took a shot at trying to beat Hinchcliffe's time and drive the Stage 5. The top time of the weekend was set by this gentleman who ran a 1:00.858, which was a half a second faster than my best time of a 1:01.415. I think I ended up having the second fastest time of the weekend, and in talking to that guy, he'd never even driven that particular track in any kind of hardcore simulator, and he said his only experience came in Gran Turismo. So was he sandbagging, or was he telling the truth? He did tell me he was a kart racer though, so it is possible that the guy just had sheer talent. Throughout the weekend, I made a lot of new friends, got to hang out with the SimXperience team, who's made up of a group of great guys, and it was all for a great cause, the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I'd like to thank Honda and SimXperience for having me along for the ride, and I'm hoping to do it again next year. So I hope you enjoyed my report from the Toronto IndyCar race, again in the Honda Experience tent. I'm Darren Ganji for Inside Sim Racing. See you guys next time.